So yesterday at Microsoft Ignite in Australia, they announced that they're going to have a special Windows Insider program for businesses, and they're calling it WIP4, the number 4, Biz. So Windows Insider Program for Business. And this is an interesting announcement because I kind of felt like the Windows Insider Program as it exists today also included business customers. Like they were encouraging businesses to have at least some of their people in there so that they could do some early piloting of these versions of Windows as they were being tested. But it sounds like Microsoft thinks they need to double down on that and make something very specific for the business customer. So they said the details will be coming in the coming months, like they always love to say. But they're going to be talking about things like how to onboard more business customers into the Insider program, how to give them more tools to make it easier for them to deploy these Insider builds, and ultimately, I would think the final builds to their users. They're going to give them more surveys, more tools for analyzing what's going on with the different builds, it looks like. And I think the idea is they want to turn this into more of a community, because right now, IT pros who are in the Insider program, they're just any other insider. So I feel like they're trying to make kind of a special side community for IT pros who are insiders. I don't know. That's as much about as we know about this, right?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, when this came up, as I was saying to Mary Jo earlier, privately, I'm positive that Donna Sarkar said something about this to me last year. And I went and looked at my notes and I looked at what I wrote at the time, and I don't see it. But the way I recall it being described, and maybe it was a fever dream for all I know, was that, corporations with policy can put users into different groups, and that, they would be able to assign a group of users to different rings of the Insider program, which, makes sense in the sense that would work and all that. But I have to wonder why on earth any insider, any business would ever put a group of users into the Insider program. I mean, it's by nature kind of buggy and problematic. And it seems like businesses, IT pros, or IT groups and businesses are spending all of their time putting out fires and fixing problems. And it seems odd to me that there is any group, like large group of business customers, that think this is a great idea.
Although, if you're a business, though, you probably do want to have some input into features that are specific for businesses as they're being built, right?
Maybe. Yes. Okay, I'd say no. Yes, of course. But it seems like businesses are always a step behind anyway, right? I mean, most businesses are still on Windows 7, and this is not an audience that moves quickly to the new stuff,
Yeah.
So
Barb Bowman asked me on Twitter today. She said, "So what's the difference between this and the TAP, Technology Adoption Program, which a lot of businesses are already in for Windows?" And I said, "I don't know."
Good question.
Good question. We'd like to know, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.